Ethiopia is an ancient land. We have never bowed to invaders, and we will not start now. Your friendship is welcome, but know that we bow only to God,"
said Menelik. The Treaty of Wuchal was supposed to bring peace. But when Menelik discovered the Italian treachery, his resolve only grew stronger. Ethiopia would never be a slave to foreign powers.
"They think they can trick us into submission? They will learn that Ethiopia is not a land to be conquered. We will fight, and we will win."
Let them come. We will show them what it means to betray Ethiopia.
As the Italians encroached on Ethiopian soil, the people remained unshaken. Ethiopia had never been conquered, and her people believed deeply in their nation's strength and divine protection. Menelik II, after this, said to his people,
"We will fight not just for our land, but for the honor of every Ethiopian. We will not allow them to steal our dignity."
By late 1895, war was inevitable. The Italians underestimated Ethiopia, believing their advanced weapons would secure victory. But Ethiopia's true strength lay in her people's unity and pride.
"These Ethiopians do not know what awaits them. Victory will be swift."
Italian army general in confidence addressing his troops. Meanwhile, the emotions of Ethiopian soldiers were,
"Do not cry for me. I go to defend our home, our honor. Ethiopia will never bow."
The Italians smuggled in their weapons, believing them to be the key to victory. But Ethiopian scouts, ever vigilant, knew that no weapon could break the will of a united people. Menelik called upon all of Ethiopia, and they answered with pride. From every corner of the kingdom, warriors came, united not just by fear, but by a deep love for their homeland.
Look at them. They fight not just for victory, but for the pride of Ethiopia.
Empress Tetu, sharp in mind and spirit, suggested a bold strategy: cut off the Italians' water supply. With this move, she knew the invaders would be weakened and vulnerable.
"We will split our forces and strike at their weakest points. Ras Alula, you will lead your men around the northern flank, cutting off their supply lines."
The Italians are positioned near, overconfident. Their numbers are fewer than ours, but they have modern weapons. We must outmaneuver them, using the terrain to our advantage.
Their arrogance will be their undoing. We know these lands better than they do. We should divide our forces, strike from different directions, and surround them.
"Agreed. Ras Alula, you will take your forces to the north, cut off their supply lines and block any reinforcements. Tetu, you will lead your troops to the west. We will create a pincer, forcing them into a position where they cannot escape."
On March 1st, 1896, the battle began after weeks and months of planning. The Italians, confident in their weapons and numbers, were met with fierce resistance. Ethiopian warriors fought with unmatched bravery, driven by pride in their land and people.
"This is our land. Let no invader leave it alive. Ethiopia will stand tall no matter the cost."
Victorious, but the cost of victory was high. The battlefield was soaked with the blood of both Ethiopians and Italians, but the unity and sacrifice of the Ethiopian people had brought them victory. The Italians, realizing their defeat, surrendered.
"We have won, but at great cost. Honor the fallen, for they have given everything for Ethiopia. Our land remains free because of their sacrifice."
With their defeat, the Italians were forced to negotiate peace. Ethiopia's independence was secured, and the world recognized the strength and resilience of a united people. The victory sparked a cultural renaissance. Ethiopians celebrated their heritage and history with renewed vigor. The battle had not only secured their freedom, but also reignited their pride in their culture and traditions. The victory became a symbol of resistance and freedom, not only for Ethiopia, but for the entire African continent. Monuments were erected to honor the heroes and ensure that their legacy would inspire future generations. That's why we are proud Ethiopians. Do you agree?